Will we get the hell out of here, or everybody stops and poses? Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Feels like we have done everything here. Might be wrong. What's in here? We'll check this. No, it's the closed door. Okay. We are done. Let's get the hell out of here. Master of Ceremonies. We have more stuff in here, it seems. And we have guests. Cassia. Can you make it so that the guests stop walking up to me and asking me to open my third eye? I can certainly do it, but they will regret it. They will regret her third eye. Caligos Winterscale. Svinto, there you are. Welcome to the circle where each member is powerful, ambitious, greedy, and vain at the least. That is to say, the noble rogue traders. Incendia Shorda is watching him with barely suppressive contempt. Yes, you have found yourself suitable company, Caligos. At the very least, you now know. Now you can enjoy idle diversity. Diversions. At the very least, now you can enjoy idle diversions. Boast about your power and indulge in profane pastimes with one who is your equal, rather than a member of the lower classes. Okay, so she insults the crap out of him. I welcome you to my domain, honored guests. My, what a hospitality. What hospitality. Come to think of it, why would I expect anything different from the heir of the glorious Theodora? If you, Incendia, were to pay me a visit, I wouldn't waste time to warm greetings either. No, I would promptly arm myself with a flamer before your self-righteous parasites could infest my entire palace. They are so good friends. Caligos, thank you for your visit. Caligos give you a sheer and a somewhat feral smile. I should be thanking you. I was almost certain that you would use my difficulties on footfall as a means to bring that devious weasel Vladaeum to heel and take the station for your own. Isn't what any rogue trader would have done. It's what any rogue trader would have done, but you have proven yourself to be less predictable than that. Well then, since you have turned out to be a pleasant surprise and stopped Insignia from snatching my possession, I should reward you. Take this grim weapon. It performed superbly in battles against Xenos, and it helped me acquire the more substantial gift I have brought. Mezzosa pattern, thrill of the hunt. Oh, it's a chain sword. Decent. Thwarting Insignia Shorda's ambitions deserves a worthy trophy. He snaps his fingers and the armored brute hands you a exotical adorned rifle. clearly not of human making. It's a trophy from a good hunt. You and I should hunt together sometime. So you can show yourself in action, new blood. Caligos exuberabla punches you in the shoulder. How fares your protectorate? Caligos waves you off. Protectorate? More like the bleeding scraps of one. The warp storms tore it to shreds, but my servants will piece it back together, and if they don't, I'll chop off their heads and find myself more capable helpers. Lord of the Imperium succeed. Something strikes you as strange. Caligos Winterscale wasn't always this nonchalant about his protectorate. He used to be known as shrewd and business-minded, even concerned for his subjects, but it seems he has grown bored of ruling. Does your gift come with a good story? Oh yes, I claimed it in the rifts of Hecaton, where we had a clash with Xenos. They were really trying to get to my throat, and by the heathen stars they almost succeeded. Caligos is speaking with such joy, it is as though he is recounting the best day of his life. Only 1 in 10 made it out of Hecaton, and now it's only me and Wharton here. We returned without any loot and virtually without a ship. All I got from that trip was a hold full of dead Xenos and this deadly beauty, which their leader used to put 2 holes in my hide. An impressive victory, but do you truly believe a creation of the ungodly Xenos to be a good gift, Caligos? You would call into question the privileges bestowed upon me by the Emperor? You can try. Let the Saint Durus mission put forth their champion, and I will slay him in the trial of combat. Threaten the esteemed Hieronymus one more time, Caligos, and the war that you love to prattle on about will commence. I swear it. 1 drop of holy blood split by you will send the remains of your realm up in flames, better than any tanker of Promethium. Incendia and Caligos exchange looks for fury, the latter snorting like a wolf. This is clearly ready to start a said war here and now. Hieronymus' dry voice hits your ear like a crack of whip. Quell your pride, both of you. I do not wish to fight you, Caligos, but I fear not your threats. Death does not frighten me, for it is inevitable. It is as true as the senselessness and the pointlessness of a war between us. Who is this remarkable warrior in your retinue? This is Wharton the Grey, my orc militant, a fierce warrior, and as loyal to me as obedient beast is to its master. I bought him in a miserable colony back when he was a runt on his last legs, and now he is practically a part of my dynasty. Wharton the Grey, whose skin really is dotted with grey spots, look at Caligos with purest devotion. Indeed, he is akin to an animal, one that is bloodthirsty and mindless. Winterscale remarks, taking an obvious jab. I've heard that you, Svinto, are decent in a fight. What do you think? Could you gut Wharton if it came down to it? Or would he be the one gutting you? Size up your opponent. The grey spots on Wharton's face are what catches your attention. Marks like these can be seen on fighters who are too fond of combat stimulants. A small price to pay for the increased speed and reaction that could save your life in a fight, although those spots are usually tiny pockmarks, not whole islands of grey on the skin. Examine his gear. The mono-sharpened broadsword and the huge pistol both look formidable. This fighter has a preference for close combat, where might is pitted against might. He is a quicker fighter, despite not looking like one. But I know this, which means that he wouldn't fool me. Instead, he would be laying dead. A new glint appears in the bloodshot eyes, a glint of Pryzel, intelligent and cunning. No, Wharton is not the thick, bloodthirsty beast he wants to be seen as. Behind the mask, he is a careful and keen mind. Thank you for such a wonderful gift, Kalgos. Kill someone important with it. That would be the best show of gratitude. Eye of Hekaton. Yeah, we will equip this on Jay. She will blast everything with this. Incendia, you seem to find me... Incendia, you seem to find me objectionable. Did you expect any different? I watched for years as outlaws thrived on footfall, and then, at long last, I had a chance to put an end to it. To seize that thug Vodaim by the throat, to force footfall to atone and put the fear of him back into the masses. But you interfered and destroyed my plan for the sake of banal profit. Theodora thought you only too well, it seems. She too was far less concerned with her duty to the expanse than her own personal interests, but you can be sure that I will not cease cleansing the Furibundus system of the pirate scourge, and if your trade prospects are damaged in the process, you will have only yourself to blame. The priest holds his hands in a placting gesture. None are without fault, noble Incendia. What point is there in targeting someone for their purpitude when true purity can never be found? Let's see here. You threatened to starve footfall. I brought them salvation. So which one of us serves the Emperor and which their own unhealthy ambitions? Incendia rolls her eyes. Please. I will believe it sooner than hearing word that half of the population of that den of heresy has been sent into the void's embrace. I have faith that the blessed Svinto is perceptive enough to see the appalling nature of the residents of that depraved place. Hieronymus, your appearance here is unexpected. The esteemed Hieronymus is my confessor. I am greatly obliged to him for agreeing to accompany me on this journey. May the Emperor's light guide your way across the abyss of human wickedness. I see that the fate is more than just a word to you. Incendia's smile, racked by a tic, looks sinister. Faith is everything to me. In his name I have eradicated corruption on 100 worlds and will do so on 1,000 more. By his will, I hunt down pirates and dissolve their vile nests. Let the Shorda name make any firebrand tremble, for sooner or later I will cast them into the void. Kalos Vintskeses. The funny thing is, people still call me the foul-tempered tyrant in all this. Caligo's abnormal smile somehow resembles the bared teeth of a wild animal. Take it if you were... I take it you were not oddly fond of Theodora? Incendia lowers her eyes and says without animosity, she was the same breed as Asp. She stops short, then continues in in a lowered voice. Conceited, insolent, unaware of the Emperor's stern gaze set upon her. I do not doubt her wisdom and courage, but Theodora did not have a shred of humility or fear of his wrath. Asp. That must be Aspisa. Apise? Shorda. You remember the name. From what you recall, she was a rogue trader too. And a renowned one at that. Well, I, for one, like Theodora. The stories they told of her travels are nameless stars, two nameless stars. And yes, there was no fear in her. Winterscale signs pensively, and his lively expression grows with a little grayer. Who is Aspise Shorda to you? Caligos snorts. Oh, this is Incendia's favorite subject. She just loves talking about Aspise. The example of the contemptible Aspise is a warning to all of us. Us all. I mean, a warning to us all. Even among rogue traders, empowered by the Emperor himself, a seed of perversion can blossom. You notice Incendia seemingly freeze and choke up at the mention of Aspise. But the priest's condemning words causes her icy rigidness to evaporate, and her dark eyes fill with righteous fury. Incendia's face twitches with the rhythm of artillery fire. That reprobate is my forebear and my curse. Aspise Shorda was a cruel, covetous, blasphemous monster. She fraternized with Xenos. She despised the faith. She robbed and slaughtered. She was drawn to dark secrets. One day she boarded her ship and vanished into the depths of the Coronix expanse. She was declared missing. But I know the bloody day will come when we see Aspise Shorda's battle flag ship once more. Thank you for this visit, Incendia. It will not be a long one, I assure you. What do you think of the celebration? I like it. Caligos looks around the hall curiously. One can instantly tell that we've been invited by a rogue trader, not some administratum bootlicker. We are conquerors of wild sectors, slayers of unknown beasts, executioners of Xenos empires. Caligos, you should take this opportunity to learn. This is what a palace of a true rogue trader looks like. Not like a Xenomenagerie, a pirate's treasure hold, or however difficult it may be for you to believe it, an orbital brothel. Oh, that was a mouthful. Enjoy the evening. I must take my leave. Oh, believe me, I intend to enjoy myself to the full, to justify so long a voyage, if nothing else. Keep the faith, Svinto. The Emperor protects. Okay, talk to them. Order the Master of Ceremonies to end the reception. We have Hendrix over here, let's talk to him. A group of aristocrats stand apart from the governor's circle. Their whispering carries a tiny displeasure. Another Sourback. The clear leader of this gathering is a gaunt, bilious-faced man dressed in Sourback colors. This must be Macharios himself, head of the house. He offers you a ceremonious bow. My congratulations, your lordship. May the Omnissiah grant you understanding. The woman with whom he is conversing, the one dressed in a robe with a gear-shaped adornments, is Toriana Gaprak. It is difficult to read her face due to it being covered in numerous augmentations. How are you these days, Toriana? Like a forging hammer, Toriana's voice falls heavily on the ear. The corruption of Kiavagama was a great blow to my family. The contemption of Cubis Delphim betrayed our trust, desecrated the forge cathedrals, and took my esteemed cousin's life. On behalf of my family, I humbly beg you to forgive our negligence. I am ready to accept any punishment. Take punishment. Perception. There is something lurking beneath Thoriana's repentant expression, a grudge. It would seem that she was personally offended by the nightmare into which Cubis Delphim plunged her domain, and she feels betrayed. Do your part to heal the wounds inflicted on Kiavagama, and your house will be forgiven. Toriana raises her mechanical eye to the ceiling. I swear on the Omnissiah's all-encompassing insight. We will make every effort to justify the cost of its resurrection. Sourback scoffs. It was only a year ago that none could doubt House Gaprak's usefulness. Yet here you are, Toriana, on your knees justifying the cost. Macarius. I'm surprised you I'm surprised you deigned to make an appearance here this evening. Mesharia's face twists into an unpleasant smile, which makes the artificial skin on the left side all the more prominent. I'm a servant of the von Valancius dynasty. Had I not come, I would have committed an act of unacceptable insolence and damaged my family's honor. Mesharia's wife offers you a charming smile, as if apologizing for her husband's vitriolic tone. Her large dark eyes are brimming with curiosity. What has so displeased you, Mesharius? I am your dynasty's loyal servant, but you have asked and I will answer. Too long has the Chorus Expand lived under the rule of rogue traders. The privileges granted to them make people think that the commoners too can dismiss any prohibitions to the Imperium. For the good of the sector, rogue trader must become paragons of the law, not exceptions to it. But do many warrant holders exhibit lawful conduct? No, they do not. Even you, your lordship, are subject to the strangest of rumors, and you have just recently inherited your protectorate. Conrad Voigtvir's people, for instance, claim that you had a hand in the esteemed Theodora's demise and accuse you of many other misdeeds. It doesn't matter whether or not their claims are true. The people hear them, believe them, and think that they may follow your example. I forbid anyone to repeat Conrad Voigtvir's lies and hereby impose a fine on you. Rogue traders are not renegades vested with authority. We are the long arm of the Imperium, and I shall prove it to you. Your poor head, tormented with so many concerns, would you like to have it removed from your shoulders? You speak of the sector's future with such confidence. Could it be that you want this power for yourself? That you simply envy rogue traders? Let's do the find. I will prove it to him. Rogue traders are not renegades vested with authority. We are the long arm of the Imperium, and I shall prove it to you. I wouldn't dare accuse you of anything, your lordship. I am simply concerned. If you happen to lay my concerns to rest, House Sarbak will be praying for your well-being every day. I wish to know more about House Sarbak. Macarius puffs his chest and says proudly, the Sarbak line as one of the most noble houses arrive in the Coronis Expanse for millennia. We have served the Golden Throne and kept the faith. Sarbak warriors have bled in hundred wars. At different times have ruled a great many colonies of the von Valancius dynasty. I would like to become better acquainted with your wife. Mesharius is visibly vexed by this shift in the conversation. His wife offers you a reserved smile. It is an honor to be in your company, your lordship. Persuasion, lore, weapon skill. Point your weapon at Mesharius and chuckle. You know, Mesharius, a person could kill for a woman so gorgeous. Okay, that's heretical, I would say. I shan't continue to test Mesharius' loyalty by speaking with his beautiful wife any longer. Okay. So it's a power move. It is my pleasure. Masharius is lucky to have such a beautiful wife, perhaps more so than you are to have him. You flatter me, your lordship, but I cannot say that it is not to my liking. Regina gives you a charming smile. Meanwhile, Thoriana and Masharius are watching the conversation unfold, not quite believing their eyes and ears. Your countenance is familiar somehow. Could it be your resemblance to the image of Saint Maletta? Success. I wouldn't dream of claiming to bear any resemblance to a great saint. I lack her virtue. The glint of Verena's eye betrays her genuine interest in you. I hope this won't be the end of our acquaintance. You wouldn't mind if I wrote you from time to time, would you, your lordship? Holy crap. In front of her man, smile. Okay, smile. Masharius, you wouldn't mind, would you? So I can either mess with him or throw the wife under the bus for showing interest. I promise to answer whenever I am not occupied with conquest and destruction of the enemies of humanity. Regina smiles, triumphant and flattered. I daren't count on such generous courtesy, your lordship. Marsharius grits his hilt of his parade blade as if trying to strangle it, and wheezes furiously. A high honor for the house Arbeck. I see.